I'm Justine Mountford and I'm the Principal at Uplands Community College. Thank you very much for taking the time on a Friday evening to come and listen to us. I'm going to talk for a little while and then I'm going to introduce you to some of our students. Obviously this is not the normal way to hold an open event, but because of the pandemic we can't invite people onto the school site the way that we normally would, and so we're using this mechanism instead. We hope that you've had the time to look at our website and also to maybe look at some of our previous posts that we've put onto Facebook. There's lots of information there. I've also got a member of staff standing by today so that if you are typing in questions, we're hoping to be able to see them. And we'll do you a response straight away in real time. So Uplands Community College, I've been the head teacher here now for nearly 2 years and I think it's an incredibly special school. If you were going out to a pub or to a restaurant and you were to compare Uplands Community College to a meal, we wouldn't be lobster thermidor, we're not a gourmet, slick corporate sort of a school. We are a very friendly, small rural school. I would say we're more like a roast dinner with Yorkshire puddings. We're highly respected and we are very successful. We've got very dedicated teachers who are knowledgeable about their subjects. They're very enthusiastic, they've got a great deal of expertise and they're committed to helping our students do the best that they can possibly do. Our aim for students is that they will be happy, confident and successful throughout their time here at Uplands and also when they leave Uplands. We recognise that we're training them to be future leaders in the world. They may be leaders in a small way, they might be leaders of their family, leaders within their small communities. Alternatively, and I say this to students in assemblies when we're allowed to have assemblies, they may be the future Prime Minister of England sitting in the hall in front of us, and we certainly aspire to the idea that we may have a future Prime Minister in our midst. Because we know that we want our students to do well and be successful, and we hold happy as one of the most important things that will enable them to be successful, we've got a strong system for pastoral care. Students stay with their tutor throughout their life here at Uplands Community College. We also challenge them within the classroom, and we know that that challenge will help them to make fast progress and be successful. But the challenge that we give them is appropriate challenge, and it's challenge with scaffolding so that students don't feel that there's some piece of work that's absolutely beyond their capabilities. And that helps to protect their well-being, which is at the centre of their school experience at Uplands. As a result of this approach, we've got strong academic success. And in fact, our English department is one of the top performing English departments in the country. It's in the top 5% of all schools. Our maths department is also strong and making rapid improvement. We've got an outstanding D&T department. We get really good results in geography, lots and lots of other subjects, too numerous to mention, but we're a school that is embedded in strong academic success. Those curriculum strengths have led to some very pleasing results in public examinations. But we know that student life and school life goes well beyond the academic, and we've got a really good programme of enrichment activities which our Year 11 student Toby and the Year 10 student Ruby are going to talk to you about in some detail in a moment. It means that our students leave us having experienced a broad and balanced curriculum, and also they've had the opportunities to expand their cultural capital and have all of the skills, the attributes and the general knowledge that they will need to be successful in the wider world of work. I think at Uplands we're very fortunate that we've got a sixth form provision, and that means when students come to Uplands they can stay with us from Year 7 all the way through until the end of Year 13. And what many people will find if they go to a school that doesn't have a sixth form is that you get a dip in learning between the end of Year 11 and the start of Year 12, because instead of being able to be fully focused on your studies, you find that you're learning about your new friends, the new geography of your school, how to get there, and all of those anxieties crowd out the new information that your teachers are trying to give you at the start of your A-level courses. That's not the case here at Uplands, because students are able to stay here and study in our sixth form when they finish with their GCSEs. We've also got a wide variety of options for them to study at sixth form, but I'm definitely going to let Finn and Gemma tell you all about the sixth form because they are the experts in that area. Without more of ado then, I'm going to start handing you over to the students. And the first student that you're going to hear from is Ollie. Ollie's in year 7 and he's going to tell us something about the things that he's enjoyed at Uplands so far.
Hi, I'm Ollie, and I'm fairly new to Uplands myself, but the few weeks I've been here have been really good. I've really enjoyed meeting some new people and some old friends too. I was worried about finding my way around the school, but once I told the teachers this concern, they said it was perfectly fine because it is kind of a small school and it's not that hard to get around to lessons. And you know what? They were right. I found my way around in a matter of days. So I like the way the teachers help us develop our own personalities and help us think outside the box. I'm really looking forward to the chemistry practice. They sound exciting. I'm really enjoying the drama because I've done drama and performances in the past and they've been really good. And the drama at Uplands has also been really good, so they're proving to be a match. Also, I found a newfound enjoyment for athletics, which the teachers have given me encouragement to join a local club. The main reason I was drawn to Uplands over other schools was the DT department because I have a very active imagination and the DT lab is where I can really bring it to life. I hope I've persuaded you to come to Uplands as it really is a great school. From Ollie.
Thank you very much to Ollie. That was a brilliant speech, Ollie, well done. And I'm now going to hand over for our next year 7 student.
Hi, I'm Maggie and I joined Uplands this year from Woodhurst Primary. Although my primary school was nearby, it was still a big transition for me and I'm sure that many of the worries I'm having now are the same as the ones you might be having. Even though my transition days were a bit different from normal because of COVID, Uplands made sure that I had a chance to meet everyone in my form and some of the teachers. This made starting in September much easier. You'll get the chance to do this too. As well as having a form group, we also have a different class for all of our lessons. This means as well as getting to know all the people in my form, I've also made other friends in my lessons. I was also worried about meeting people in the playground and being alone, but at break it's extremely easy to find people as you meet in the same place as all the other year 7s. Getting the bus was another one of my biggest fears. I thought I would miss it, I thought there would be no seats, or that I wouldn't be able to find it at the end of the day. This very rarely happens. There are people telling you which bus to get at the end of the day, making sure there's always enough seats, and in the morning your bus will come at around the same time every day, so you're very unlikely to miss it. Like many of you, I wasn't sure what to expect in terms of lessons and homework, but I didn't need to worry as there is a really helpful app called Satchel One that helps you know what lessons you've got and homework that has been set. I have found Uplands to be a very friendly and welcoming school, and from my experience all the older years are quite nice too. They might be a bit older and bigger than you, but overall they try to help you out.
Thank you very much to Maggie. And Maggie, I'm sure those are worries that are shared by lots of people, and it will be good for the year 6s to hear that those things are not things that you need to worry about. The next speaker is going to be Toby. Toby's in year 11 and he's a keen sportsman.
Hi, my name's Toby and I'm in year 11. I came to Uplands in year 7 from a small village primary school in Etchingham. I'm doing my GCSEs this academic year. I'm looking forward to staying at Uplands, where I'd like to do A-levels in physics, maths and product design, and go on to university perhaps to study architecture. When I first visited Uplands at an open evening, one of the first things I was drawn to were the sports facilities we have with the Uplands Sports Centre and our fantastic playing fields. You'll be even luckier because if you choose to come to Uplands, we're getting a state-of-the-art all-weather mugger and hopefully we'll be getting a 3G AstroTurf pitch. I'm sad they haven't been there since the start of my time at Uplands, but at least I'll be able to use them in the 6th form. I love sport, so I was keen to join as many clubs as possible in year 7. These included rugby, football, running club, tennis and cricket. I found that there was a lot to do if you were keen on sport like me. It was fun being a part of a team and it really helped me meet new friends and settle into secondary school. Another sporting opportunity is the Uplands Sports Day. where you get a chance to compete against your year and for your form house. All the athletics disciplines are included, and if it's a sunny day, it's a great afternoon for the whole school, because if you're not taking part, you cheer on your form. Many of us also play sports outside of school and represent different clubs. For example, I played cricket as part of the Kent County cricket team, and also have represented Robertsbridge and Cranbrook cricket clubs. My friends play football, rugby and cricket for local clubs as well. You might be wondering why I'm mentioning these things to you, because they're out of school. But what it does mean is that sporty people come to Uplands, and the experiences they bring from outside school really makes Uplands sports teams very competitive. We even have an equestrian team. Every year, there's a Sports Wars evening, which is invitation only for those students who have excelled in sport. There's always a professional sports person handing out medals and loud music to accompany a lively event. It's an exciting evening, as you don't know which medal you've won until it's announced. One year, I received an award for the best cricket player, and it was given to me, coincidentally, by an ex-England cricket player. So my advice is, when you start secondary school, get involved in after-school clubs, as they make the whole school experience more fun.
Thank you, Toby. I'm exhausted just listening to all the things that you've been getting up to. Next, we're going to hear from Ruby. Ruby is in year 10 and she's keen on arts, and she's also been involved in a lot of the drama performances. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ruby and I'm in year 10. I'm here to talk to you today about my experience here and in particular my involvement in the arts. This year I have begun my GCSE courses. So far this has been something that I have really enjoyed, since I am now concentrating and going into more depth on the subjects that I have selected. Even from the very beginning of term, I've been learning lots about some really engaging topics. At Uplands we sit 9 GCSEs, and out of the arts I have chosen to sit Art GCSE. Ever since I joined Uplands in year 7, I've been really enthusiastic about my creative subjects, enjoying learning new techniques and facts in art, drama, music and technology. At Uplands, one of my favourite extracurricular activities are the school plays, which happen once a year. I've taken part in 2 of these, once when performing in Bugsy Malone as part of the chorus in year 7, and a second time when taking a role in Fame last year in year 9. The school plays are inclusive of all year groups, so no matter how old you are, you're always welcome. Each play has left me with different experiences and memories, and they're a really good way to gain experience in the creative field. Both years, one of my favourite things about taking part in the play has been meeting new people. When you're all grouped together for so many rehearsals, it's really fun to socialise with students that you wouldn't usually hang around with. It's great to meet kids in different year groups than you, and also to make friends with people your own age. Either way, it really feels like one big community by the final performance. And the excitement you feel up on stage is just incredible. The drama and music teachers that organise the play at Uplands are so supportive and great at making you feel part of the team. And the plays themselves are always fantastic. The band plays the live music, which is also a great way to get involved if playing an instrument is something that you're interested in. Another activity that I took part in year 8 is the Palmer Trophy, a public speaking competition where you write a speech about a topic that you feel strongly about, learn it, and then speak in front of a judging panel and small audience. I competed alongside some of my friends, and it really boosted my public speaking confidence. A few of the topics discussed included cancer research, animal welfare, and LGBTQ rights. I wrote my speech about global warming, and I think that standing slightly nervous in the drama room with my prompts on little cards was an experience that has really helped me build up my skill set. Obviously, due to the ongoing pandemic, we do not know what conditions will be like next September at the beginning of the school year. But no matter what the circumstances, the creative staff at Uplands are always so brilliant at encouraging students to explore their own artistic side and helping them engage in their subjects. Whether it's sanding wood, printing acrylic, or building circuits in technology, or baking and cooking in food tech, sketching and painting in art, devising in drama, or performing with your friends in music. It's always so much fun, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it too. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just need to second what Ruby said. I had the privilege of watching the performance of Fame last academic year, and it was absolutely brilliant. The music was from start to finish. I don't know how the musicians managed to remember all of that music. The acting, the dancing and the singing were all excellent, and it's still one of my abiding memories of the school. We're going to hear from two more students. They're both in Year 13. They are our Deputy Head Girl and Deputy Head Boy, and I shall allow them to introduce themselves because they need no introductions. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gemma and I'm studying in Year 13. Although it was years ago that I transitioned from Woodhurst Primary to Uplands, I remember it like it was yesterday. I distinctively recall feeling a mixture of things, from excitement and joy to anxiety and apprehension, all of which I am sure you will feel in the lead up to starting Year 7. All my friends were also joining Uplands, so I knew we were all in the same boat, and this really calmed my nerves. I was already familiar with Uplands because it is only down the road from my primary school, and Uplands had held sporting events for us previously. The change was very easy as we were made sure to be put with friends in our classes, whilst also having the opportunity to mix with new people. Both my brothers at the time were studying at Uplands, George in his final year of A-levels and Ollie in his first year of GCSEs. You'd assume having older siblings in the same school as you would be helpful. However, I can assure you it isn't. In my first week, I remember struggling to find my history lesson, and I bumped into Ollie and asked where I was supposed to go. He led me and my whole class to the maths block as a joke and abandoned us for his maths lesson. I soon figured my way around the school after this. Other than my BC brothers making it harder for me, I settled in quickly and I have never looked back. There are so many potential opportunities at Uplands. I have taken part in school council, EPQ, mentoring younger years with physics, and I am now on the student leadership team as deputy head student, all allowing me to have my own voice within Uplands. I have developed incredible skills from these, such as public speaking, problem solving, creativity, organisation skills and planning. They have all been huge confidence boosters, and I will take these skills to university and then on with my career. Reaching our full potential through Uplands is something both my siblings and I have done. All three of us studied here at Uplands from Year 7 through to Year 13. I am currently taking maths, physics and chemistry at A-level, the exact same subjects as Ollie and two of the same as George. Their successes from being at Uplands have really inspired me, and I hope it inspires you too, as they have gone on to achieve great things. George achieving a first in his Maths Master's degree at the University of York, and Ollie studying aerospace engineering at the University of Manchester. I am hoping to go on to study therapeutic radiography and oncology at the University of either Liverpool or Cardiff next year. From all the encouraging support I get here at Uplands, from my subject teachers and our head of sixth form, I know my aspiration is possible. I know thinking about universities and careers seems like such a long way away for you to consider, but I can guarantee you that you really can succeed from studying at Uplands. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Finn and currently in Year 13. During my time at Uplands, I've always felt I had the ability to reach my full potential, whether that be due to the relationship with teachers and staff, knowing support is always around the corner, the fact that the focus is on you as an individual and not simply your grades, or that Uplands feels like a community that can allow you to thrive, grow and learn. It is easy to be confident in your abilities, and I know that anyone who works hard here will be led to success. Ever since I chose to continue at Uplands into the sixth form, it is these same attributes that have allowed me to continue developing and growing into my A-level studies. In addition, by giving us more freedom and independence, treating us like adults with increased responsibility, I feel like I have more control over my learning and prepared for what steps lie ahead. In Uplands Sixth Form, independent learning time gives us the opportunity to complete schoolwork in our own quiet, dedicated space. Later in the school day, and at break and lunch, this area is our common room, just for Year 12 and 13s to relax or continue work if they wish. This increased responsibility and independence help prepare us for our next steps in life. For example, my next step will be to university, where I look to study history and politics. With the support I've received from the school, I am left clear on what steps lie ahead, even in these uncertain times, both in terms of applying through UCAS and what university life may be like. Independent learning gives us a taste of what the majority of studying a degree can be like, whilst I also completed an EPQ in my first year at the Sixth Form. This is an extended project researched by yourself on a subject of your choosing, and has provided me with skills that will directly translate to research and writing at university. Despite the Sixth Form coming with its own privileges, it is by no means separate from the rest of the school. Every student in the school is part of one of our houses: Potter, Lee, Parks, Goodall, or Hawkins. As part of the student leadership team, I also see how events, such as cake sales, Red Nose Day, and the Christmas meal, brings the whole school together. We are also keen to work at strengthening ties with the village and the surrounding community, volunteering where we can. Over my years here, Uplands has given me many opportunities to volunteer and go on trips. Most notably for me was a trip with the charity Quick and Trust to Uganda. It was an experience I'll never forget, helping teach children, build new facilities, and spend time with people in extremely different circumstances to that of our own. It opened our eyes and was amazing to know that we made a difference to someone's life who really needed it. As I reach the end of my time in Sixth Form, I can confidently say that Uplands has led me to be someone who is confident, prepared, and excited for their future. The core values and skills it has taught me, and the community feel of the college, has allowed me to thrive, and I believe it will do the same for anyone who joins. Thank you.
So thank you very much to Finn and Gemma, and I think that you'll agree that they're shining examples of the benefits of choosing Uplands for your secondary and your sixth form education. I'd also like to thank our other speakers, Ollie and Maggie and Toby and Ruby. They were so eloquent about their experiences here at Uplands, and I'm sure that you at home are just as impressed as I am. I know that this is very difficult for you to choose a secondary school without being able to come round the school, and I hope meeting some of our students has helped you with that. We are releasing a new video on Monday, which is a virtual open day tour, and that may also be helpful. And in addition to that, if you put Uplands on your admissions form and you send us a screenshot of your admissions form and also your email address, in December we're hoping that we can invite those parents who have chosen Uplands on their admissions form to come and have a tour of our new building. That will be available to one parent and a Year 6 child. They'll be done on a first come, first served basis, and we'll let you have more information in November, provided we've got your email address. All that remains really is for me to thank you for coming and attending the event today. It's really good of you to give up your time on a Friday afternoon. The event, although it's live now, it will be recorded and it will be there on our Facebook page for you to see, and I will also arrange for it to be copied onto our website. If you haven't had a chance yet to look at our website, please do that. We've got lots of resources on there that might help you to make a decision, and we would really love to be able to work with your son and daughter in September next year. Thank you very much and have a lovely weekend.